everyone. Very good morning. So today we will discuss few hacks. Okay, it's not like that, but still I would try to do few like true false not given question so that you can get the edge over that. Okay, you can learn the technique. So how many of you really think that you want to score this band 8 in reading? And band 8 in reading is difficult, but I want to. Okay, listening is something where getting band 9 is very easy. Okay, if not 9, 8, everyone, each one of you can get band 8 in listening. And in reading, getting 7 bands, getting more than 7 bands, it's not tough. Okay, today we will talk about how we can achieve that. How many of you feel that every time you read something, there is new word and the meaning of which you don't know and it's difficult? Okay, so I think all of us, isn't it? So as an IELTS teacher, okay, and the course designer, I have had a lot of many test takers asking me about this reading. So today I'm going to go through a few most common questions which they ask, and will also discuss tips and strategies to apply to some of the reading questions. Okay, now the most important part. Okay, now everyone, I'll ask you questions, you will answer me the same, but now you have to condition yourself. What you need to tell yourself that yes, I know it's difficult. You need to accept that. Okay, I know I have many limitations. Fine, but I will try to do my best. I'll try to give my best. I'll do my best. Okay, you need to accept your failures. Yes, I'm not the best, but I will give my best. Okay. Yes, everyone, each one of us are born to be successful. If we are not, this means that we are lacking behind. All of us here on this earth, okay, has born to be successful. Please remember that. And if you want to be the one, then you need to take action. What action? I'll tell you. Okay. Now, why reading is difficult? Why do you think that reading is difficult in IELTS? Anyone? Like for many test takers, okay, IELTS reading test is something, okay, it is very tough. It is certainly not enough that you know how to read. Okay, everyone knows that how to read. Not enough to have skills to understand what the passage talk about. Okay, the challenging part lies in identifying the right answers. And this requires a special set of skills. What do you require to solve these questions? Special set of skills. Remember, the main aim of the test is to judge how good you are at understanding written English. It's not about understanding the whole thing. How good you are at understanding written English, that you are like able to read the instructions, understand the question, and you need to find out the answer. They know that we all are educated, we all have knowledge, but that's not the part. You don't have to show your knowledge here. You need to show your English skills. Okay, different type of questions require different type of skills. Now, instructions, it's important, guys, to read the instructions properly, okay? Without reading instructions, okay? Do not assume instructions. You need to visualize the meaning of the precise instructions. How that instruction shall be adhere to the answers in your mind before you attempt the questions. If you don't follow this, your answer is incorrect. Now, I will put few most common questions and you will tell me, okay, is that true or not? Okay, the first one. Do I have to read the whole passage? What do you think about this from beginning to end? How you will understand that what this passage is talking about? Okay, when we answer the question, it's there in our mind, okay? Don't think from the point of view of IELTS, but like from the point of view of yours, okay? When we read something, when we read question, it's like there is something in our mind that what this passage is actually about, what the story talking about. We want to know that, isn't it? Okay, so how you will know that what this passage is actually talking about? How you will know that? Now, next question. Can I answer the IELTS reading questions without reading the entire passage? Can you answer the IELTS reading questions without reading the entire passage? Okay, which type of question? Okay, just a general knowledge. Which type of question has this? We have different type of questions in reading, right? I'll show you different type of questions. You want to see them first and then decide? Okay, now these are different type of questions. Now you tell me which type of question that you don't need to read the entire passage. So most probably the correct answer is matching headings. Okay, because we follow certain techniques to solve matching headings, and if you follow the same techniques, okay, out of 7 questions 5 will be correct instantly, and for 2 you need to work means you need to understand things. But yes, we have to keep in mind that yes, I need to score how much? Around 30 correct answers to get that band score 7. Not all questions are created equal. There are different type of questions. Okay, we have different type of questions in IELTS reading. We have short answer type questions. So there are techniques to solve short answer type question. With that technique, you can't solve table or diagram based question. Okay. With that technique, you can't solve matching heading. You have different technique to solve table, and there are completely different strategies to go ahead with matching heading questions. Okay. So true, false, not given, you all know that it's so difficult to understand, to evaluate the answers. Okay, why is it true? Why is it false? Why is it not given? Sometimes you write down true, but the answer is not given. Sometimes you write down not given. Most of the time, I have seen that students feel, ma'am, it looks like it's not given. Okay, matching paragraphs, summary completion. So we have different types of questions, and every type of question will be covered in the class. Okay, these are different type of questions. You require tips and tricks for the same. Hack 2, heading, first sentence and full passage. Okay, when you get into this passage, okay, first read the heading. Okay, heading will tell you what this passage is all about. When we go when we go for a movie, okay, movie date with our friends or with our girlfriend or boyfriend, okay, we just look into the name of the movie. We want something good, either comedy or romantic. How do you know that the movie is comedy or romantic? Okay, so you know that by what? By knowing the name of the movie. So movie tells you all about what this movie is. So that's what you need to do. Read the heading, okay, and then read the first sentence of every paragraph. Okay, you need to learn the technique. What technique? You need to learn few techniques. I will tell you. In reading passage, a common mistake that most people make is that they try to read the entire passage quickly to get an idea of what's written in this. So it's common for everyone. It was common for me as well. I tried to read everything quickly. When we read newspaper, what we do, we read fast to know what this article is actually talking about. So we all do the same thing. Instead of that, okay, read the heading first and then the first sentence of each paragraph. You will get the gist of like what every paragraph is actually talking about. If the sentence is very short, okay, maybe one line or something like that, then read the whole thing. And you need to read the first 2 lines with patience, slowly, steadily, so that you understand the meaning of it. Instead of reading them fast, you will read them slowly and absorb them, at what this line is trying to talk about. Okay, you need to spend 10 to 15 seconds per paragraph, and you will get the good idea of what this entire passage is talking about. Okay, remember one thing. You do not need to understand meaning of full passage. Okay, for all type of questions, there are question types like matching heading, where you need to understand each and every word. But for all other type of questions, you don't require to. You need few techniques, okay? Few things like skimming techniques. You require what? Skimming techniques. What do you mean by skimming? When we read newspaper, what do? We skim through the articles. Okay, skim through means running your eyes and you're reading it fast. What you're doing, you're reading it fast. You're not looking for details, just reading to get the idea. So I will teach you in class How to skim? Jack, it's not searching. Next technique is scanning. This is two instrument which you need to learn the art. Okay, it's not about you can't read, you can't understand, but how to use these techniques to score well. Scanning is looking for keywords, that is hunting. That's what you need to do. Okay, what do you need to do? You need to read the question. Okay, this is one thing very important. Okay, identifying the keywords. How many of you don't know what are the keywords? What do you mean by keywords? What are the things we need to highlight? The keywords are nouns. Noun means what? Name of a person, name of an article, development, emotions. Okay, capital letters just mean every time there will not be a capital letter. Okay, so we do say that. Okay, nouns, dates, and something important. If you read it, okay, if there is any trend, we'll talk about this in the class. Those are the keywords. Okay, now you need to search, you need to scan those keywords in the passage. Okay, now remember, obviously they will use synonyms, they will paraphrase the statement. So it's important for you to keep your mind open that what are the keywords you have highlighted, you are going to get what? You will get the synonyms for the same in the passage. And we will learn those as well. Okay, I have 21 days technique. If you follow that technique, 21 days technique, you can master any module. Now, the next hack, hack 3, the ultimate matchmaking. That is what I was talking about. It's the same thing. Each question has keywords to tell you exactly where to look for the answers. Okay. So what you will do, you will first read the name of the heading. Okay. Name of the passage. Then you will read the instructions. Then you will read question number 1. Then you will go ahead and highlight the keywords. And then you will get into the passage to find out those keywords, to look for where the answer is. So even before you look for the answer, just look for the keywords. And the answer will be somewhere there only. Okay, it never happens in reading that the answer is scattered in 2-3 paragraphs. You just need to focus on the keywords and find out the answers. Now, these are my other questions. How do I manage my time to make sure? Okay, I answer all of the questions in the IELTS reading section. How do you manage your time? Any suggestion? So how do you manage? So 60 minutes, how many questions are there in 60 minutes? How many questions you need to solve in 60 minutes? 40 questions. Great, good to know that. In 30 minutes, how many questions? No, there are 3 sections only, no 4 sections. 3 sections only. Every section will have 13 to 14 questions. Okay, it can be 14, it can be 13. It completely depends upon. So one section will have 14 questions and 2 sections will have 13 questions. In 30 minutes, how many questions you need to solve? 20 questions. In 60 minutes, you need to answer 40 questions. Okay. In 30 minutes, 60 minutes, if you do it half, 30 minutes, you need to answer 20 questions. In 15 minutes, you need to answer 10 questions. So for one question, you have 1.5 minutes. And in 1.5 minutes, what you need to do? You need to read the instruction, you need to read the question, you need to highlight the keywords, you need to get into the passage, you need to read the passage, you need to find out those keywords and then find out the answer and then write. So many activities you need to do in 1.5 minutes. So you need to know the art of doing it. It's not you can't do it. It's not you can't do it. You can do it very well. But how? That's what I will teach you in the class. Okay, if you really like, if you're interested to learn those things, then please attend the session. Okay, do I need to know a lot of vocabulary for reading? Do you need to know a lot of vocabulary for reading? We know. So let me tell you one thing. We don't know much vocabulary when we speak. And then knowing a lot of vocabulary for reading. Now, if there is any word, okay, and the meaning of that you don't know, how you will know that? What you will do, you will use the technique of did you sing? You know this? Did you sing? I will teach you that. Did you sing means reading the whole sentence to get the meaning of what you don't know. So what you will do, you will assume that after reading the whole sentence, what does that word means, because you don't need to write down the meaning. You need to pick up the answer from the passage and write down in your answers. Okay, moving on with this true, false, not given. The largest thing in the universe, okay? Paragraph is given, 3 questions are given. I want you all to take out this 3 minutes and do this. Okay, it's very short. You should do it in 2 minutes only. Okay, fast. And I will discuss the answers. Now, okay, now the answers. First answer, astronomers often find something odd on the sky. What's the correct answer? True, false, or not given? The correct answer is not given. Astronomers found something odd, okay, more than 10 years ago while taking the temperature of the universe. Astronomers found something odd. So was it the only time they found something odd, or it was regular after that? So that's the thing, it was not clear. Please check out this word, often. Okay, often means what? Astronomers often find something odd on the sky, frequently. So was that mentioned over that? Was it frequent or was it not frequent? So if it was mentioned that yes, frequently, then it would have been true. If it would have mentioned over there that it was not frequent, then it would have been false. But that was not clear. It was frequent or not. That's the reason it's not given. Correct? Because it was not mentioned. You need to match each and everything. Okay, next one. Investigation of fluctuations of temperature in the space helps scientists to understand what the cosmos is made up of. So this is true. Okay, the cosmic supervoid is the largest structure in the universe. Is it true, false, or not given? Not given. This is not given. It says here, it might be the largest structure. What do you mean by might? Might means it may or may not. So when you have this kind of confusion, okay, when you can't decide on that is it true or false, then it becomes not given. You don't have to think much. Is it clear? Take care of yourself and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.